Greetings and salutations. Hey, we're talking about a film that I've never heard of, and I don't think many people have heard of it either.
I had to fit in. I yuppied out my house with every trendy appliance my credit limit could bear. Yeah, so what if this stuff would never fit in my studio apartment after the summer? I was living in the moment.
But then again, my friend Mr. King, he's the one who, is saying, hey, this is the next, film we're discussing and all that, and then just say, where does he find these things? Where does he find these things? Like, I used to look at IMDb for films, and now it's just say, huh. He's just giving me things that I just randomly would have never known about, and it's just say, okay. I guess I'm learning more about films as the day goes by, I guess. Because this time we're looking at a comedy film called Hunk, or also known as California Hunk. And I gotta say, this is the second film I've ever seen that I think with John Allen Nelson as Hunk Golden. The other film I've seen him in was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's an all-time one of my favorite films. So what was this film about? Well, the plot concerns a man named Bradley Brickman who signs an agreement with an agent of the devil, which grants him a transformed body and a new identity, Hunk Golden. He must decide whether to continue living in this new body or return to his old one. So the beginning of the film starts with our main character, in this case Bradley, in that he's working at his day job, he's always say, hey, his girlfriend had she moved on to someone else and all that, and he has having moments where he's just his boss is just say, like,
sensational Icelandic. Who are you gonna sell it to? Penguins on tour? Look at this one. Sushi Towers. Eat what you build. You know, your work hasn't been the same ever since Susie Elope.
Like, pay attention, and all that. And it's just say, yeah, I'll get out of this. I'll try to get out of my daydreamings. So he makes a new program, and that ends up helping him to, because at the beginning of the film, he's talking to a therapist to tell her all the things that are going on with him. And he ends up buying a beachfront condo. And I'm just saying like that, how much did that thing cost? Back in 1987, and after which, he's just trying to make friends and all that. He's trying to make friends. After which, he's trying to say, hey, I know what I'll do. I'll have parties to make it seem I'm popular. And then suddenly, out of the darkness, a woman appears, basically saying, hey, I can help you out, buddy.
Cute. Very clever. What do you want from me?
Okay, listen up, Bradley, because I'm only going to read your black magic rights once. Oh.
And all that. Basically saying, hey, I could help get you everything you've ever dreamed about. And I guess once we get to the sequence in which like say like he goes along with it and goes like say, yeah, sure, this is ridiculous, and like instead of like usually when they say, hey, we're gonna use your blood as the deal breaker, she uses, I think it's like say a pin, but it looks like say a needle.
No muss, no fuss. It's my latest invention.
How?
And I'm just like saying, mostly because I cringe nowadays because like say mostly because I have to have I end up having to do blood work. So when the sequence in which the ghostly woman who gives him the deal shows up and say ha, and then she does like little like magic and like changes him, and I'm just like saying okay, and then
I don't like where this is going.
oh gosh. After which, he wakes up from his stupor and after which he's like just trying to like figure out what the heck is going on here, and he ends up like meeting one of his friends, and she basically is like, hey, is that your car? And she's like, wait, what are you talking about? After which he becomes a bit of a Mr. Like, hey, in that, like, the opposite of Johnny Bravo, in that, he's confident, but he's not, self-obsessed. So actually, no, wait, no, actually, that's wrong. He ends up, becoming very much, like, very much confident in himself. So as the film goes on, he's having moments where he's, like, meeting other ladies and all that. And then, like, there's even a moment where he's, like, trying to talk to his therapist and, like, say, hey, he meets the devil at one point. And he's going to say, hey, yeah, I'm Mr. Satan, hi there. And all that. And he ends up saving a guy at a beach dock. And
There is a dark power, Sonny. I'll prove it to you somehow.
Hey, you two, watch out!
basically it's like, say, we're gonna give you the key to the city, pal. And I'm just like, say, so just pump some iron and then, try to stop a moving Jeep. And then suddenly you get it made. I'm just like, say, so is that all it is? And then I'll be honest and say, like, if this film was made today, they would probably have cast Glenn Powell as, the character of Hunk. I bet they would have if they remade this today.
Cookie, eye mask, pajamas, last 10 years of your life.
No, thank you. I'm all good on creatine and small dick insecurity.
Nothing small about me.
What the fuck?
And there's even say moments say the devil is trying to tell he's trying to tell say O'Brien, who's the agent to the devil, say, hey, now that Hunk guy, he can't be doing anything we don't want. There's a dream sequence after a big, like, say, he gets the key to the, almost gets the key to the city, and he ends up, going, like, say, seeing, like, his past self, and goes, like, say, I need to wake up, I need to wake up, after which he is trying to, like, say, trying to tell his girl, and at the same time, try to get the heck out of there. And he ends up having to make a decision. Do I stay hunky? Or do I just go back to being myself and, just be,
Golden. Enter Bradley Brinkman.
This is Bradley Brinkman. This is me.
It had to be this way, Sonny.
The game is up for her, too.
decide to actually be confident in thyself and stop trying to, fake it till you break it kind of thing. And eventually, he goes back to being Bradley. And I gotta say, at times I thought this film was pretty fun. It was goofy. It was silly. I really have to say that I want to see more films with John Allen Nelson. He is so charismatic in this film. Like, he's pretty good. He's a good actor, I think. But then again, I bet at the time, like, he was the actor when you wanted to show a actor who was, like, safe. And overall, yeah, I thought this was kind of fun. It was kind of fun. See ya.